Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my low calorie spinach sponge cake. Yeah, I know when you think about cake, you're thinking about lots of calories and too sweet and decadent and stuff. This one is not like that. I have a sweet tooth and I'm always on a race to lose weight. So this is my low calorie spinach sponge cake and it has about 980 calories. So when I make this recipe, I like to divide it into 5 portions. So, and this is a really big cake. So dividing into 5 portions is like really huge portions. So I've never made it for anybody. I just make it for myself and enjoy when I just want something sweet and stuff. And the remnant, I put it in the fridge. Okay, so guys, the awesome thing with this cake is that it has only 30 grams of butter. It is not so sweet and so decaying. It has just 30 grams of butter and it is very nice and light and fluffy and it will satisfy your sweet tooth. And one portion is just about 200 calories. See? And so you're going to have the satisfaction of eating actual cake, not like cake made of wheat flour or anything. Actual cake made of flour, but low calories and satisfy your sweet tooth and stuff. Okay, so see how nice it is. Okay, so without wasting your time, let me give you guys the recipe and give you the lowdown on this awesome recipe. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure you have an oven that has been preheated to about 160 degrees, because you don't want to go as high as 180 because your cake will burn really fast. Because actually, see how nice and fluffy it is in the middle. I couldn't wait to dig in. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so you want to preheat your oven to 160 degrees. So most people talk about preheating your oven to 180 degrees, but the secret to baking cakes slowly and nicely and making sure they are nice in the middle and not just really brown outside is using lower temperature, like 160 degrees. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be needing is 90 grams of sugar, and then we're going to put it in a separate bowl, and then to that we're going to be putting 40 grams of spinach in another bowl and also 30 grams of butter in another bowl. If you don't have butter or you don't want to use butter, maybe you're a vegetarian, you can use any kind of oil you want. Just make sure if you're using some kind of oil, you should use about 25 grams of oil, because butter still has some milk fat in it, so that's what makes it as much as 30 grams chicken. So if you're using oil, use 25 grams of oil. Okay, so to a separate bowl, we're going to be adding already sifted flour in just 90 grams of that. So we have 90 grams of sugar, 90 grams of flour, and then to the flour we're going to be adding a pinch or two of salt. I like to add extra salt because I feel like salt makes everything better. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to take your eggs. In this case today, yeah, I kind of did the recipe times 1.5 because I wanted extra because my boyfriend was around to share stuff. Anyway, so what you want to do is take some of your sugar, all of your sugar, sorry, and then put in your egg yolk, your egg whites, and make sure your egg yolk does not mix in with your egg white, because otherwise it won't whip, because you want to form a meringue. A meringue is basically a combination of sugar and egg whites. Yes, so you want to whip it until it is white and light and fluffy. Yeah, so basically what you're doing is aerating the egg white and sugar, beating air into it so it can be light and airy and stuff. So that's what you want. So once you have made your meringue, we're going to put that aside. And when you're making your meringue, it's best for you to put the eggs one at a time and make sure your eggs are at room temperature, because that way it will whip up really fast. If your eggs are cold, maybe you just brought them out of the fridge. What you want to do is drop them into maybe a cup of warm water so you can warm them up. Otherwise, your meringue won't whip as fast, and it will be maybe you're spending too much trying to make a meringue and it's frustrating you. Especially if you don't have a mixer, if you don't have a hand mixer or a stand mixer, make sure your eggs are warm, because when your eggs are not warm, but a little bit below room temperature and stuff, that way it will whip really fast and it won't stress you out as much. Okay, so but in this video I'm using my Kenwood hand mixer. If you want to see the review to that, I'm going to put a link right up here for you. And if you're looking to buy a mixer, maybe just start a business and you're looking to buy a mixer that will be best for you, I have a video for you also on I advise you guys on what kind of mixers to get, what's best for you according to maybe your price range and what you'd like to do with it. Okay, moving on. So now we're going to be using our blender, and that's because we're going to be blending our spinach. The reason why I add spinach to it is because like I like the color, plus give your cake some nutrients, so it's not just plain and like just cake and fattening and stuff. You want to have like nutrients and stuff in that, so we're going to be adding frozen spinach. And if you are not using frozen spinach, if you're using fresh spinach, I'd rather use fresh spinach though, but like this is what I have available right now. It's greener and it's like nicer. I don't know how to explain it. Like if you use fresh spinach, it's a lot greener and really nice. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is to pour your wet ingredients into a blender. The reason why we're using the blender is because you want to blend your spinach. You don't just want to have like strips or whatever of spinach in your cake. You want to blend it first. Okay, so if you notice, we're not using any milk in this recipe because like the spinach kind of act as like the liquid for the cake, like to get you to the consistency you want. Okay, so you want to blend your mixture and make sure it is as smooth as you can get it. So you want to take your dry ingredient, which is just flour and salt and half a teaspoon of baking soda. Notice I said half a teaspoon, not tablespoon. Okay, so you want to mix it into your meringue bit by bit and you want to mix it very lightly so it does not deflate your meringue. Okay, so if you want my other recipes, I have my vanilla sponge, red velvet and chocolate, and red velvet chocolate marble on this channel, so I'm going to put the link right up here for you guys to see. You can check that out in case maybe you're just starting out or you just need some tested and trusted recipes that I've used for years that kind of work for me. So the link is right up here for you to check them out. So I have a lot of recipes as well as buttercream, cake fillings, all sorts of buttercream, American buttercream, Swiss meringue buttercream, like basically all you need to succeed in the cake world. Yeah. I have it for you guys on this channel and I post every day, so make sure to subscribe to my channel and leave me a thumbs up and maybe a comment, and turn on the post notifications so you can get notified when I post something new. Okay, so I'm pouring my mixture into a bowl and then I'm going to temper it. Temper means I'm not just pouring the mixture into themselves. I want to get it to a certain consistency so it doesn't deflate my egg whites. Yes, that's what I want to do. So you're going to take a little from it and mix into your spinach mixture and then pour it all together. So you don't just want to pour it at once, because that way you have you deflate your meringue a lot and you have lumps, and you don't want that. Okay, so if you notice right now I'm folding it and you can see specks of my spinach. It's so nice, and adding spinach to it makes me feel so healthy. Okay, so I love this cake. It is delicious and I love it, especially when it is piping hot from the oven. It is wonderful. Okay, and sometimes like when I don't eat it like this, I like to eat it with some almond milk, and it is so nice. Okay, so now I'm about to put it into my oven, and my oven has been preheated to 160 degrees. The reason why you don't want to bake at 180 like most people say is because that way it will bake too fast and it might burn. Okay, so at this point it is not ready. So when you stick your knife into your cake and it comes out not clean with streaks of cake batter, then it means it is not ready. So you put it back in the oven immediately. Okay, so after about 10 minutes I brought it out and it was good to go. Okay, so let me show you guys my perfect low calorie spinach cake. I love this cake. I love it so much. Like, this is my go-to. Normally when I make this, I make it like in a smaller batch, but my boyfriend was around on this day, so I wanted to like make some so we could share, because it was my cheat day and I loved it. Okay, so see how nice and fluffy and bouncy it is. Yeah. Okay, so the reason why I line my cake pan is so that my cake does not stick. It makes your life a lot easier. Your cake is just going to slide out of the pan. Okay, so slicing our cake, look at the middle. You can see the part of my meringue I didn't really mix, so that's the white part, but it doesn't really make any difference. You can't taste the difference. So guys, that's my perfect recipe. Thank you guys so much. I love this cake so much. If you try it, please let me know in the comment section how much you like it and if you like it at all. Okay, so please give me a thumbs up on this video, and I have about 300 videos on this channel for you guys, and I post every freaking day. So this channel is the channel for you, in case you were still wondering. So thank you so much. See how hot? Yeah, this is the first time to eat it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my future videos. I love you guys.